Is that noticeable echo?
There's a little echo, but it's not too bad. You just need to be that little bit louder.
Okay.
Okay, but
Alright,
I
well,
bet you do way better with the ladies with that than you would a car.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure. I mean, you know, I can absolutely drive the ladies around. Oh no, drive the ladies wild with this. That's
Hey, that's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Bring her home, be like, you want to see my dance pad?
I mean, it's worked before. But anyway, let's keep this PG. So throughout the run today, we're going to be doing a front-facing angle like this, and we're also going to be doing a rear-facing angle like this. And because I'm in Australia, there's a lot of sun over here right now. Yeah, so I'll just be mixing it up as we go along. I hope that's not a problem for you guys. But I'm ready to start the run whenever you guys are.
Sweet.
All right. Hang on. Let me just double check some stuff. Yeah, all right, perfect. Okay, well, actually, first of all, before we start the run, we have to actually pick our character and do all of that stuff. So I actually need the Wii U gamepad for that. So I want to get chat to decide on an eye color just before we get going. So you've got 7 colors here. Crowd favorite is usually pink, and it is the closest thing to red, considering this is Red Panda Rush. But I'm just reading chat, and people are saying that the echo is pretty rough. So are you sure it's not something that we should work on before we spend an hour and a half playing this?
I'm pretty sure that Lynn is looking into it right now.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of picks for blue. All right, I think we're going to be going blue. Okay. All right, well, if you're ready to get started, I'm ready to get started. But hopefully we can sort this echo thing out.
Yeah, just give it 1 second before you start to give Lynn another second to figure it out.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Know any good jokes?
Yeah, so there was this guy on a Dancepad, and he decided he would stream and become popular. He kind of got halfway there. Hi.
Now it's awkward. But yeah, do I have jokes? No, unfortunately, I'm not really known for my sense of humor. But I don't know. I think once we get started, there'll be plenty to laugh at. But yeah. Anyway, how is everybody in chat doing? How have you guys been enjoying the marathon so far? And pretty much all of you guys that I'm speaking to in the call at the moment, I don't. Well, I've never spoken to any of you. So hello, hi, how are you? Who are you? I'm PeekingBoo. I see. I need to try and turn my audio up. I don't think I can do that. Let me just check. Just yell.
Oh my gosh, the big hop kick not going to help him.
Oh, right.
Rick's the 3 straight with no wall.
Yell, but yeah, this is as loud as my mic goes.
Don't forget
Oh
to
no!
Oh, I was trying to warn him. I tried.
It happens.
So maybe that means good. My camera. Am I hosting someone? What do you mean? Okay. That. Okay. But yeah, I'm not capturing anything except the gameplay on the console. Okay. So there shouldn't be anything But yeah, I'm not capturing anything except the gameplay, regarding the Steam overlay. Because I don't... Okay.
The only thing you're going to miss is the start of the run, which is nowhere near as exciting as the end of the run. Is there echo now? Echo now. Echo now.
Drum roll. Just waiting for chat. Oh, we have one no echo. One, oh hey, I can actually hear you now.
Woo.
Okay. Oh my god, let me just double check and make sure everything's good. Yeah, I want to make sure everything's good on my end now. Yeah. For sure, for sure. Well, since we are starting, yeah, let's do a countdown. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Well, this is Splatoon, and we're doing the any percent category using Dancepads. And what better way to do that, first of all, than by not using the Dancepad? Unfortunately, the very first part of this game is a tutorial that you are forced to do, and unfortunately, you have to do it with motion controls. So I have to stand here looking like a goof using the Wii U gamepad, and yeah. I just have to stand around, feel kind of awkward because I'm not in my element right now. And once we get to the end of this stage, we're going to be doing some quick menuing, followed very shortly by the meat of the game, which is me using my legs. Okay. But I guess what I will say, just while we have a bit of time to chat, is that the best time for donations is typically just after the stage, every time we go to the overworld. So if you do have one, just quickly cut me off because I probably don't have anything important to say.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah. So do we have game audio? I'm assuming we do.
We're figuring that out right now.
Fantastic. Because if push comes to shove, I can just send the audio through my mic. That's not a problem.
No, you need to make the game sounds yourself with your mouth.
Oh god.
Oh, that's way better. Can we do that?
Woomy, splash, splash. I don't know. Stay fresh. Okay. So yeah, this whole section here, like I said, is just not possible with the dance pads. It's almost seems like it would have just been easier to use the gamepad, honestly, but what can you do? Okay, so once we've done the news segment, now they have to introduce the rest of the game, which we're not even going to be paying attention to. So you have the online battle mode in the lobby. We have the Booyah Base, where you can get new weapons and clothes. We have the Battle Dojo, where you can 1v1 a friend in balloon battles. Oh, and there's the campaign in the sewer. And that's why nobody knew about it. All right, so we're done here. We're going to go to the options menu. And there we go. Now I don't need the gamepad anymore.
Oh, real quick, Lynn is wondering if you can up the volume through your mic of
I
the
can't.
game sounds. Okay.
Oh,
in
wait,
that
up the
case-
game? Up the game
Yeah,
audio, you
the
mean?
game volume.
Yeah, I can do that. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, well, we're doing a bunch of stuff at once, I guess. Okay, let's see. Okay, how's that for game audio? Is that a bit better? Also, I need to quickly do some tech stuff because some tech stuff isn't working like I thought it was. Oh, good. All right, everybody, strap yourselves in. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm happy with whatever. Let's see. What am I going to do here? I have to go back to my dance game because apparently I didn't map my controls properly, and that's unfortunate. I could have sworn I did this. Okay, and this is where we're going to have no signal. Beautiful.
I do like the left it on a cliffhanger. The
Okay, and this is where we're going to have no signal. Beautiful. I set this for Kirby Star Allies. Oh
It's hard
god,
to tell
I'm
if that
getting
character has a mustache or like a mop on his mouth.
I'm getting no key inputs at all. What is this? Okay, let's try this again. So, Splatoon, select. Okay.
The true speed run is how long it takes to get everything working.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Then the actual run's gonna be like 15 minutes.
I'm really confused. I'm really confused right now. Hold on. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, we're good. Can we get some PogChamps in chat for the absolutely flawless run that we're doing right now? We've only lost 4 minutes on the first split. It's amazing. Okay, so this is just a bunch of dialogue where this crazy old Captain Cuttlefish is trying to tell you that the source of the power in where are we? Inkopolis. The great Zapfish has been stolen, and that's important to us, and we have to give it back. So he's given us some sparkly clothes and a gun, and he's going to send us on our way. Okay, so here we go. Splatoon is finally underway, and the way I'm basically doing this is glorified tank controls. So I can't move backwards, I can only move forwards, and I can only rotate the camera left or right. So that's how we're going. Is there still no game audio, really? I'm really confused by that. Okay, this guy is following me around. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. Now there is? Okay, beautiful. All right, let's focus on the run then. Hello everybody, I'm PeekingBoo. In this run we play games using Dancepads, and we're doing Splatoon any %. Now the fun thing about this game is, like I said, we're using tank controls the whole way through. And so any direction that I have to, any direction I move in, I have to commit to. And it's very, oh my god, it's very awkward, to say the least. And I am really choking this. Oh my god. Alright, this is just a write-off completely. Let's go back to the top. We'll start again. Hi everybody, I'm PeekingBoo. In this run, we're playing Splatoon with Dancepads. I can assure you, it'll get much better from here. There we go, we hit the enemy. We're back to Echo again, are we? Fair enough. But anyway, how has everybody been? I've actually just woken up not too long ago, so I'm kind of sleepy, kind of groggy, and not really in sorts, but what I can promise you is that we will get to the end of this run, and it will be amazing. So hello Pie Pusher, hello Starbits, and shout outs to everybody in the Red Panda Rush Marathon so far. I hope you guys have been having a good time, and congratulations on hitting your goal as well. Can we get some pub chants and chant for that? Yeah, Golda, I'm pretty much at the 2-hour mark now, so I'm almost there, but then these tech issues and things like that just kind of threw me for a loop. So I'm just
we have a donation.
Alright, go right ahead.
From the Glitch64 donated $20. True to my word, blue team won. I am nothing if not the gracious winner, as far as people know. Hope everyone has fun with the rest of the stream.
Shout out to blue team.
Yeah. Good boys. Lewis best
Okay, well, there's stage 1 done. So that's basically the tutorial stage. Teaches you how to use your gun and your grenades. And every single stage in this game is basically a, well, more or less anyway, a glorified tutorial. So every single part of it is different from the previous part. So like in this case, it's going to start teaching us to climb up walls, as well as showing us what this new thing does. It explodes, it kills everything. Fantastic. And yeah. The general thing about Splatoon is that the AI is very dumb, and so is the ink coverage sometimes. So sometimes, like I just demonstrated there, the ink doesn't actually flow down the wall. So you have to waste a couple more seconds just trying to climb up. But for the most part, as long as I just hold it up and move forward, we're pretty much good to go. Okay, so we're going to bait this dude to the left, because he didn't go right. And we're going to climb up the right, so he can't clear away our ink. Hello Ryan, how are you? And Z, good to see you, dude. Alright. Now another fun thing about Splatoon is that I can't strafe left or right. So using tank controls on a wall, very tricky. You have to get the angle just right and just kind of slide your way up there. By the way, what incentives do we still have remaining? Because I saw that the Donkey Kong King, what was it? The bongos?
Yeah,
King of Swing?
Yeah, King's Way, the bongos. We hit that. I think next one is Freedom Planet with a Guitar Hero controller.
Okay.
And then we also
Well, guys-
have the extra stage on Nezumi Man as well.
Ah, yes, that one too.
Okay. So if you guys want to see those, be sure to get your donations in. Is there a deadline on those?
Yes, let me look it up.
Okay.
Those are all towards the end of the marathon, so those won't be closing until probably 7 p.m. EST tomorrow, so still plenty of time to get those through.
Fantastic.
Yeah, those are the ones that are going to be important in the next couple of hours.
I woke up this morning and I saw where the incentive was for this, and I was like, oh, I might be able to sleep in. And And then I got a message saying, "We made it!" And I just went, "Yay!" But no, you guys have done great. You should give yourselves a pat on the back. And I mean, at least, or at the very least, I've earned my rest now. So that's always something. I'm just gonna ignore that guy because the AI is dumb. Okay. This is super early for me. It's not actually, it's like just past 10 a.m. But I had to wake up earlier. And it is a Sunday. Okay, so onward to stage 3. The sucky thing about Splatoon is that all of the stages are hidden in these little kettles that you have to shoot and reveal. And it looks obvious. It looked obvious just then, but it gets increasingly more annoying as you go along. They start being really hidden. Also, I'm about to demonstrate the squid jump, which is very awkward. Look forward to that. That's going to be happening a lot. Okay. Splatoon is very much a full body workout in the sense that I have to get on all fours and kind of embarrass myself, but you know,
It's dedication to your craft.
Pretty much.
Have you tried doing like online competitive with it?
That's pretty much my most requested thing, but I refuse out of principle. I don't want to embarrass myself. It's, you know, people know I'll be bad, but they just want that excuse to like get in a game and just show me up, you know?
Fair enough.
I ain't about that life. Although I do play Mario Tennis Aces. That game is surprisingly easy. So if you guys want to play me at Aces, by all means. But leave Splatoon out of this.
You hold like an actual tennis racket as you do it.
Okay. Let me just catch my breath for a moment. Okay. Cool. So, I guess I didn't really outline my button layouts, and it's kind of tricky to do that while I'm playing, but I'll do my best. I'll leave that. I don't need that. So the way things basically work is the blue arrows are my directionals, so they control my movement. But in this game, things are a little weird. And so the blue up arrow is how I move forward, but the blue left and right arrow is how I look left and right, not how I strafe. And then the red up and down arrows are how I look up and down. So like, I look left and right over here, I look up and down over here, I squid over here, and I jump over here, and it's a mess. Okay.
So I'm gonna go jump off for a bit of a lunch break, so I will catch you dudes later in the stream.
Alright, have fun.
Good luck.
So we are just finishing up with World 1 now. So this is the World 1 boss. Very easy boss, but it's also a very easy boss to mess up. What we basically have is a giant cube with a face. And he's not very happy to see us. So all we do is just ink the wall, climb up, shoot the tentacle at the top, rinse and repeat 3 times. But every time we do, it's going to get slightly more difficult because parts of the wall will disappear. And because, like I said, I can't really strafe, climbing up this wall is kind of tricky because I have to get stuck first of all, but there we go. But what I have to do is I have to jump out of the top of the wall, and it swings the camera around, and then just by holding up, it lets me still continue going up. It's tricky and weird. Okay. The final one just has 2 scrolling squares like this. Okay. Perfect. So that's about as good as you could hope for this boss to go. Then after that, all we do is just surf toward this zapfish, collect it, and we're done. Okay. The worlds in this game are separated by, well, I don't really know what they're separated by. I guess you could just call them like barriers of light. But when you overload them with electricity, they smash. For some reason, shooting them doesn't let you progress. So that's what we got to do. And so now we're in the next hub world. And unfortunately, the only way to continue is to beat the boss kettle, and the only way to unlock the boss kettle is to beat all the stages in the world. So, you know, it's very formulaic and what you'd expect. But later on, we're gonna be trying to skip one of the worlds. There we go. And that'll be happening when we reach World 4, which will save about 30 minutes in the run for me. But for most controller speedrunners, it'll save maybe about, I want to say 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how good they are. So it's a very significant skip in the run, and it's also very tricky to do. So hopefully I won't embarrass myself by not being able to pull it off, but I have faith. Okay. That wasn't inked very well, and the game decided it didn't want me to climb. So we'll just have to wait. There we go. Just gotta wait there so we can shoot that. And you'll notice that my gun, as well as the ink explosions and things like that, have very weird explosions sometimes. They're never consistent, and so you're never guaranteed to cover the same amount of terrain as what you'd expect, or what you may have done in a previous run. Oh crap. Oh damn it, it's so bad. Go back. Go back. Everyone go away. You're being mean to me now. I don't appreciate that. Okay. So ideally what I was trying to do was climb up the wall before those sweepers came around and covered all my ink. That unfortunately didn't happen. And so then I had to kill all the enemies that were standing there, because they would have prevented me from continuing anyway. Gonna get the safety armor. Go. And then we're pretty much just going to YOLO through this section. So try to shoot him so he can't shoot me. Shoot him so he can't shoot me. And we're good. So from there, we are going to unlock stage 5, but we're not going to enter it because we're going to go to stage 4 first. And the reason for that is because, to make life a little easier, I've allowed for myself to use the... Okay, Okay, that was disappointing. I've allowed myself to use the Wii U gamepad to quick jump between stages. Just kind of makes my life a little easier so that I don't have to keep running around and wasting energy on things that, you know, typically a speedrunner would be doing with the touchscreen.
If you were trying to make your life easier, why would you start running this with a dance pad?
All right, look, I expected that. I expected that. I don't have an answer for you. I'm sorry. That's a very good question. Oh, he didn't die. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one with me. Casually, I didn't rely on that stuff. This was kind of like the transition into speedrunning of this game. So casually, I did everything the hard way. But then for a speedrun, I try to find a happy middle ground so that my times can still be competitive, while also not infringing on, you know, for the most part, using the dance pads.
That's an excellent answer.
Okay, because I've never been asked that before, so I didn't really know how to answer it. But yeah, it's... I don't know. A lot of the times it's just what I deem personally acceptable, I guess. But yeah, the other reason as well is that my chat, as Raveno just pointed out, they don't riot as such, but they're very quick to point out when I'm not using dance pads. And I don't know. I just try to avoid it, I guess, while at the same time try not to make life too hard on myself. You like the couch streams? Okay. Well, we're not going to get into a domestic over this right now. Okay, kids? Okay. Great. Okay. I should play DDR with a controller. I should. Now all I need is a controller. Apparently they're hard to come by. Alright, so this is a specific themed stage. So this is the, I guess you could say like the Octoling assault stages. And so what you're basically doing is, well, I guess what the game is basically doing is introducing you to what multiplayer would be like. Oops, okay, this is bad. And so it has you fighting a bunch of AIs. Uh-oh. Still alive. Barely. But we just ignore all of those who go to the end. My hands don't work well. That's what we say. Okay. Squid jump. Ink the path. Squid jump again. Beautiful. Squid jumping is some of the most exhausting things in this game, and there's so much of it. Anyway, this is the tutorial stage. So they have you repeat it again, but this time, similar to the theme I was mentioning just a moment ago, this is the Octa Striker stage, where you basically have a dude at the very end of the stage airstriking you. And so what you have to do is get to the end of the stage so you can kill him. Hey Gabaruni, good to see you, dude. Alright, that sucked. Make it. Okay. Good. Thankfully, for the most part, all I need to do is just ignore most of the enemies. The path kind of just, you know, opens its way for itself. Now, the final thing about this section is all you have to do is go left. If you go left, you end up being closer to the enemy, and you can kill him pretty much immediately. So GG. If you go right, it makes you run about 3/4 of the way around the circle. Okay. Splatoon's OST is fantastic. And so is Splatoon 2's. Splatoon 2 as well is a very fun game, but the speedrun is way too long. I've only done one attempt of it, and I never want to do it again. Way too long.
So would this be a good time to plug some stuff?
Yeah, by all means.
Awesome. Just a couple of things then. First of all, congratulations to us. We have now reached 150% of our goal. We are currently at $766 raised, and that's honestly amazing. So congratulations to you guys for being so generous. We really appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to Night Magenta, who donated $15 and says, "So sparkly."
I honestly, I don't even know what that's in relation to, but thank you for the $15. Sparkly.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Okay. So like I mentioned at the start of the run, the AI in this game is very dumb and predictable. This might be sketchy. No, we're good. So for the most part, they, even when they see you, they don't really go for you. You kind of just have to rely on, I guess, gunning for it and hoping for the best. Like here, for example, he'll shoot at me. Well, all I have to do is throw a grenade, he gets distracted, and I bring this across and we're fine. Whereas, you know, if I stopped there just waiting to shoot at him, we would have achieved the same result, but it would have sucked. It would have taken a long time. Okay.
So, with all the tank controls that you're used to, are you an expert at the original, like, Silent Hills and Resident Evils?
I don't actually play them, honestly. It's probably because of the themes surrounding them. Like, I like bright, colorful games, whereas, like, those are more dark and spooky games.
Totally fair. They're just also famous for having awful controls.
Well, fair enough. I mean, maybe it'll balance out, you know, like double negatives make a positive sort of thing. Who knows? But what I just demonstrated then is I unlocked stage 5 a couple of stages ago, and then I just used the Wii U gamepad to just quickly jump across to it. You know, it's not a huge time save, but it's enough of one to just make the run a little more... Are you really going to do this to me? Alright. A little more bearable. Hello, Adams. Good to see you, dude. The splats are off to a typical start of tech issues and slowness. And for those of you watching at home, we are 30 minutes into this run and 4 minutes behind PB pace. So shout outs to that. Okay, good work. And if you guys in chat, or any of you that are speaking to me at the moment, if you've got any other questions, feel free to ask. Because, you know, I don't really know what to talk about until people express interest, you know what I mean? So, other than that, I'm just going to talk about the stages. Oh. Of course. See, the huge, I guess, misconception... Uh-oh. Well, saw that coming. The huge misconception is that people think I bought this just so I could stream and play games on it. But the actuality is that I was just really... Alright, I'll talk after I've done this, because clearly, my, oh my goodness, clearly my brain cannot handle 2 projectiles at once. So excuse me for just one moment. You go, you go. Thank you. So as I was saying, this game overwhelms me sometimes. I play DDR a lot, and I kind of reached a point where I played DDR so much that it just became more cost-effective long-term to buy my own machine instead of just, you know, spending $2 to $3 for, you know, maybe 4 to 5 songs. Oh no, don't do this to me. Yeah, for 4 to 5 songs every half an hour or so. And so the way I worked it out is, you know, if I continue playing at the current rate that I'm playing, I could probably pay the thing off in about, you know, 3 years and break even. And so now we're at year 7, so I've definitely done that. And that's the general story behind it. But about 4 years ago, I got kind of bored of DDR. And so we got me and my friend put a NES emulator on the machine. And we played Mario 3. And I thought maybe it would be a cool idea to stream it, and then I did. And then I kind of got addicted to doing that, and I just kept playing until I beat the game. And then I decided to try and beat another game, and you know, it's been about 4 years now, and I'm sitting at around 100 games or so that I beat. Oh my god, please get up there. And I speedrun about 10 of them, so yeah, that's where things sit. Okay, if I do something different than regular NE% because of Dancepad, it would be good to explain. I mean, it's a fairly vanilla experience, you know, like the game is linear. I have to do the exact same thing as speedrunners, so I guess if anything, this is more like a fast casual playthrough. I'm not doing any like crazy tech or anything like that. It's just point forward and shoot. Ow. Okay. Okay. This might be bad. Okay, we're good. We're good. But we're up to the second boss now. This dude is, well, I don't really know what you call this dude. I guess like an octo tower. He just sticks his little nipples out. And he shoots things at you. He rolls some balls across the floor, tries to predict where you're going. Uh-oh. Please. Yep. And he's got little sneakers in front of him too. You call him Tyler? Why? But the one advantage I have compared to regular controller users is that if I'm locked onto something, my aim will never shift. Because, you know, as soon as I've got everything in place, that's it, it's locked. So, once I actually target something, I'm a very good shot. It's just targeting that's the problem. Okay, one more and then we're done. Yep. There we go. And we're done. Okay, easy peasy. Yeah, and now he's Tyler. So shoutouts to Tyler, World 2 boss. Okay, so we get interrupted by some cutscenes. Unfortunately, you can't speed up the text and you can't skip the cutscenes, so just gonna have to mash through them.
Do I have some time to hype some stuff then?
Yeah, by all means.
Awesome. So, just a reminder on our bid wars, we have DK King Swing, the character selection. If you want the runner for that to have issues with their life, make sure that you donate for Diddy Kong because it'll make the game harder. And that's only $2 because we have $1 on Donkey Kong right now. We also have a choice of dog for Disney's 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the Rescue. And that's at $0 right now. So if you have a favorite dog, even $1 will both get you into the raffle and get your choice in the run.
Okay, so, okay, nearly died. So we're entering World 3 now. And this is where you have to go in a specific order to make sure that you do the stages optimally. So this is stage 11. And then after that, we're going to be jumping to stage 13. Followed shortly, I think, by stage 10. I'm not sure. It's a weird order. But the gimmick of this stage is that all of the, or not all of them, but a lot of the platforms are invisible. And you have to reveal them with ink. Okay, I was not paying attention. I thought she threw that towards me, not, you know, predictively. So that was embarrassing. Let's try not to do that again. Unfortunately, it's too hard to get her straight away. Okay, I'm just going to wait here until she does that. Where is she? Hello? Hello? Thank you. It's very tricky to hit those octolings sometimes. All right, we're going to ignore him, I suppose. Didn't manage to ink anything properly here. No big thing. Swim under him. Distract these guys. Ignore him. Ignore him. And we are golden. Okay. So there's a hidden entryway up here. Once again, these AI are really dumb. I nearly died from them though, so I guess they're not all bad. Yep, just collecting a few eggs there because we'll be using those in a moment to unlock some weapons or some weapon upgrades. And this is the invisible path section, which is really frustrating. This guy likes to push me just as I've lined everything up, so thankfully he cooperated this time. Please be nice to me, thank you. Typically a speedrunner knows exactly where all of these things are located. I'm too scared to do that. I'm scared, okay? Chat, hold me. Alright, so we're gonna have one more dude appear in front of us. He's gone. Easy does it. Falling anywhere on this means repeating the whole section, so it's worth it to go slow. Now we got a dude in the ink here. Just gonna ignore everyone. Cover the wall. Oopsie, and we're in. Very easy to lose control in this game. Oops. Okay, let's try it again. So this is a weird thing where the camera... Oh, sorry, I'm kind of at the mercy of the camera. And so I kind of have to get myself, you know, flicking off the top of the wall so that the camera rotates around. Ah, man, these guys suck. Okay, so the trick here is hide under the ink, lock on, kill it. While the other one's distracted, kill it. Oopsie. Yep. Okay, line it up. Jump. Rinse and repeat. So. Okay. Okay. Apparently I wasn't high enough for that. Okay. Let's just aim a little higher. I'm not sure how I got the first one, but. There we go. Now this one, the enemies are a little too high up, so we have to stop for a bit and throw a grenade. If you place it well enough, you only have to throw 2, but because this is a marathon run, I have to throw 3. You know, just to make sure you're really getting the full gameplay experience. Alright, we're good. Cool. So I'm just going to swing the camera around so that you can see I've got some extra buttons along the front here. And what they're there for is for using grenades. That's basically it. It's for using grenades, skipping dialogue in cutscenes, and just exiting out of menus, basically. And one of the buttons also activates a special weapon as well. But yeah, so every time you see me lean forward, that's what that's for. Or every time you hear a clicking sound, I guess. That's what that's about. Okay. Okay. Once again, just doing some marathon strats, you know. Thank you. Okay. Easy game. Hide. Good lad. If I do that quick enough, I can get up there in one cycle, but it's worth just waiting for a moment just so I don't die. There we go. Thank you, fam. Okay. So what I'm doing here is just inking the top of these sections. No, I won't go for that. And the reason I'm doing that is so that when I climb up here, I can just immediately start swimming over to the next wall. Like that. Just a couple of things to help get me on my way, because otherwise you're wasting valuable seconds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. So once I'm on the floor like that, I have no control over my character. So if something goes wrong, I have to just hope that mashing the same buttons I'm pressing will work. Okay. Up we go. Okay, seems good. Beautiful. And that is the end of stage 13.
So is there a game that you've always really wanted to get going with the Dancepad, but you just haven't had the chance to yet, or there's like technical limitations?
Not as such. Usually, if there's technical limitations, I will. Thank you. Okay, I will kind of just try to meet it halfway. So an example of that would be Mario Galaxy, for example. And with that game, you need to use the Wii Remote so that you can point at the screen. And collect star bits and shake the remote so that Mario spins and stuff like that. And so the compromise for that is that I use an emulator, and instead of using a Wii Remote, I'll use my mouse, and then I'll control my mouse using the Dancepads. So then while I'm moving Mario around, I'm also moving the mouse around, so I'm doing basically 2 actions at once with the same arrows. But yeah, sometimes it's not that easy. So usually the games that don't work, no one really hears about. So I think one of those would be like Wii Sports, for example. Wii Sports would be a stupid game that would be fun to try. And same with Kirby Canvas Curse as well, which is a touchscreen game on the DS. I'm still kind of looking into that, but I don't know. I don't think I'll find anything that's viable. And with that, we enter stage 12. So stage 12 is where the first bit of RNG comes into the run. These dudes that are going around this little course here do so randomly. And like this, for example, I wanted that key, but they covered my path. Let's see if they do it again this time. Come on. Thank you. Alright, so this time I can go left, which is what they wouldn't let me do before. However, I can't go through there now, so I have to go this way. So pretty much any area where those guys aren't just moving around in a square, like here, it's completely RNG. Okay. And so I kind of just cross my fingers and hope for the best with those guys. Oh my goodness, what coverage is that? Up you go. I'm going to get a safety shield just because I'm really not playing as well as I would like to. And that's why we got the safety shield, because I would have died there. So, safety first. So there's enemies hidden all through here. As long as you just beeline it straight for the box, and then just quickly turn around and go around the outside, they are no problem to us. So we take the key over to this propeller platform, launch our way up. Okay, that's what I wanted. And now we have to get the key again. So you guys will be happy to know that that is the first time I've ever died in that spot. Because typically that spot is easy, and typically you can just ignore those enemies that I ignored, but they didn't ignore me, so that sucked.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I feel really proud of myself. Okay.
It's marathon luck.
It is marathon luck. So one thing oh, that was lucky. All right, everything balances out, I suppose. One thing I didn't mention about these sections here with those dudes going around in random corridors is that with the Wii U gamepad, you can see where they all are, kind of like I guess like a radar. And so when I'm trying to navigate those corridors, I'm kind of looking off into the distance at the gamepad to see where they are. And that way I can kind of navigate a bit better, and hopefully I don't get blocked between two of them. But they do like to change directions, which is really annoying. So let's go this way. Oopsie, that was bad. It's fine. Still made it up. Still made it up. Good. So we just did stage 12, 13, and 14. This is stage 10. So nice of stage 10 to appear toward the end of the world, but these things happen.
Do I have time for a donation really quick?
Yeah, but by all means.
Alrighty. So as Taro Slate donated $5 towards Donkey Kong in the upcoming run, and says, first time watching, first time donating. Want to see the Banana Slammer.
I love saying Banana Slammer.
I'm so glad that someone donated to get me to say it.
You know what? More people should donate to get you to say things.
I am willing to say lots of things, so that's convenient.
All right, you've heard it right here, folks. If you want our announcer to say lots of things, then do lots of donations. Save a red panda in need.
That said, I don't want to interrupt your ace commentary here.
No, it's absolutely fine. This is just me doing run on words. I don't really know what I'm saying or what I'm thinking. It just kind of spills out of me. But I'll take any opportunity for someone else to talk on my behalf. On that note, these things have got to stop shooting me because I'm at the end of my rope. Okay, I'm going to throw a grenade and hope it hits. I love prizes. Perhaps it would be a good idea to list off what some of those prizes may be. I mean, I can just slide around.
Aside from trash pandas.
Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now is entering the menu with that button, and I'm going to be using the gamepad to select some upgrades, because unfortunately I'm one button short to be able to do it myself on the dance pads, and it's really frustrating. So thankfully we have the technology. So what I've done just then is upgraded my my fire rate, and I've upgraded my ink capacity. So now I can shoot faster and longer, which is any guy's dream, let me tell you. And so, now with our newfound skills and weaponry, let's press on. Lude, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, there's hidden dudes everywhere. As long as we keep firing, everything's fine. Just gonna bait the ink striker over there so I can go this way. Then ignore him. Yep. So once again, we're gonna go left because we get around to the enemy very quickly. They don't even know what to do with this. They're right on top of us. And I squandered it, but it's fine. Okay, apparently it's not fine. Come back here, please. Thank you. Hello, Amethyst. Good to see you, dude. Now, after this stage is the boss, which is the Rampaging Octowhirl. And this thing is basically a giant metal urchin that moves around like just a really fast-moving wheel. And we're going to defy the laws of physics by placing ink on the floor, and apparently that's enough for the urchin to fall into and sink into the floor with. So, look forward to that. And then after that, we're going to be doing the big skip of this run that makes everything that I've just done seem not as impressive. And that is the World 4 skip. We're going to skip an entire world, 20% of the game. So if you paid for content, you're not getting it here. But here we go. Wait, it's not a clam, it's like, sorry, it's not an urchin, it's like an oyster or a clam. But it is spiky, so I guess, you know, points for effort. Okay, so we are going to be going into the middle. And the aim here is to cover as much ground as possible in the path of this dude. 1, 2, 3, move out of the way. Okay, so he sunk into the floor, exposed his tentacle, and then we shot it. Rinse and repeat 3 times, and that's the boss. Now the thing that sucks about playing Splatoon any percent is that we miss out on the easiest boss in the game, because that boss belongs to World 4. But World 4 has some of the hardest stages. 2, 3, get out of the way. Yep. Hello, Intronus. Good to see you, man. Anyway, I just want to take this moment to say I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. Here in Australia, it's, you know, approaching midday, so the weekend's almost over for me, but for a lot of you guys, it's still starting, so good luck with that. I hope it's a good Sunday. I mean, you could argue that Cloister and this guy ripped off an oyster. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna need chat's help for just a moment. This is where we get to the nerve-wracking part of the run for me, because this trick that I'm about to do is, well, it's tricky. I guess that's why it's called a trick. But I don't know, I'm not very consistent at it. So what I would like is for some bless RNG in chat, and pretty much any bless emotes you have from anywhere on Twitch. I don't care where they're from. But just spam the chat. Let's get some good luck happening here, because I'm really gonna need it. I managed to do it second try in practice on a D-Rust run on Friday. But I'm just gonna put that down to, you know, beginner's luck.
The chat is sending you their spirit energy.
I can see. Oh, that's a great start. All right, let's just pretend I didn't do that. Thankfully, I didn't die. Now, the thing that makes World 4 skip possible compared to all the others is, if you take a look, just when the camera angle changes here, on the left-hand side, there's like 3 cubes that are just near the light barrier. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be surfing along the edge of the barrier and then jumping onto one of those cubes. Now, none of the other worlds have that connecting thing, so it makes it difficult. And as you can see, just trying to get ink on this surface is also very difficult because it's completely shielded. But I've managed to do that, so now I'm just going to ink the side of the cube. Alright, please. Yep. And I'm going to need it to ink as much of that as possible because I'm very inconsistent. So, here's my tutorial on how to do the thing, because it's the easiest way for me to remember how to do it. Line yourself up with these 2 screws. Then, with your reticle, point at... You know what, I'm too far to the left. Let me try this again. Line yourself up with these 2 screws. Fantastic. with the reticle point at that dark edge. Fantastic. Oh, squid jump. I messed it up. Let's just keep repeating that until we get to the next step. So every time we die, we respawn at the start of the world. So it makes for fantastic gameplay. Okay, let's go. Too far to the left that time. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just kind of a frame of reference thing. Obviously the less that you have to travel left, the less trouble you have. So that's why lining up with the screws is always a good idea. But yeah. Okay, so we landed on the edge. So now for the hard part, fingers crossed. Okay, we got it. Okay, that is nutty. But it's not over yet, because now we have to enter a stage. If I die trying to enter a stage, which has happened before, I have to go and do the trick again. So we're going to go around here, shoot this sponge. Here's the first Monka S jump. Just going to spray the wall to make sure we're covered. Good. Here's the second Monka S jump. We are safe. That's all we needed.
And you did not sound nervous at all.
Good. I actually don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but good. That's my angle. Okay, sigh of relief. Now we can actually play the game. So, we have made it into World 5, successfully skipping World 4. So with that, now all we have to rely on is bad shooting. Climb up this pillar. Typically what happens when you shoot forward is that ink appears below you like that. That didn't happen for me just then, so I had to do a complete 180 because I've got tank controls. Just really slows everything down. Now every time you see me doing one of those squid jumps, I can't actually see the screen, so I'm doing it blind. Hey Kittles, how are you?
Do I have time to get off a donation queue real quick?
Yep, absolutely.
Fantastic. So, we have $30 from Midnight, who says, lots of things. I really can't think of anything. I'm just here to save pandas. So, thank you so much for that donation. We really appreciate it. And another $1 from Aztaro Slate, who says, bless emote here.
Thank you. And thank you, Midnight.
Midnight put his 30 towards Freedom Planet with the Guitar Hero controller. That is one of our goals. We are now at a 31 out of $100 towards getting that goal met. So if you want to see that done and see more wacky controller runs, then that'd be a great one for you to donate to.
Hashtag wacky. Okay. So what we're doing right now, we're just climbing a stairway, going down the other side of the stairway. While Sniper appears, we hide behind a wall. I can't squid across this grate or I die. Whenever you go in squid form, you fall through anything that isn't solid, because that's just how the game's designed. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, Dancepad jammed for a second. Those things happen. It's just about identifying which arrow jammed and quickly switching it off before you die. One of the scariest things is when I'm running forward and then my run forward button jams and all of a sudden I run forward to my death. And I've had the, oh no. I've had the luxury of that happen just as I beat a game, just beat the final boss. And then one of my arrows was jammed and my good friend Mario just decided to run off the edge because you can still die after the boss fight. That made me feel really good inside. But yeah, thank you, Midnight Blitz. Appreciate it, dude. Okay, so we ink that wall, we aim at the spotlight, jump and grenade once it comes back. Jump and grenade. This isn't going anywhere how I planned. Jump and grenade. Let's get a little closer. And jump and grenade. Is this really happening right now? Okay. Alright, this time. Please. Jump and grenade. Thank you. That kills the enemies up there so that they don't get me. Because sometimes when I'm going up here, they just like to roll straight at me and kill me before I even manage to rotate the camera. Okay. Now we have a bit of RNG coming up in just a second. Just going to activate my invulnerability ability that I just got. And the reason this is RNG is because once again we have these dudes that go along the floor. And they move around in random directions. You know, or stalk me, depending on what's more convenient for them. And what I want to do is try to land on this guy. Thank you, Winnerbit. I feel like a real winner myself. Good. So with that, we have secured our presence in World 5. Now, it doesn't look like it, but if I moved forward, I would have just walked straight off the edge and died. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do a squid jump and another squid jump. Good. And then one final squid jump to get up this wall. And now the next stage I'm going to be doing has a bunch of sponges. And for me personally, this stage is the scariest in the run. For everyone else, probably not. But the reason it's so scary is because these sponges, when they're hit by enemy ink, just disappear from under you. So you have to be very careful. So I bait these guys to go on the one solid platform, and then when they jump at me, I go onto the sponge and kill them. And it's that sort of thing that I'm going to be doing with these enemies, because they get in the way, and they destroy the floor from below you. They're scary. Also, hello Zero as well, by the way. I did see you earlier. Thank you for coming here to bless the run. Always appreciate you. Alright, activate our super again. Okay. If it wasn't immediately obvious, the cans of, I guess, seafood that I was collecting, those are my supers. So they don't come around very often, but when they do, for a brief period of time, they either give you a bazooka that just clears everything out, or a shield, or lots of grenades. Alright, so here's the first Monka S moment. It's this guy. Gotta move, otherwise that happens. Okay. Here's the second Monka S moment. Ugh. Okay. All right. We wait until he throws his grenade, then we move on to solid ground. Okay, good. Okay. All right, hard part's over. And we can just shoot straight off there. Okay, we get another seafood can. With this, we're going to try and hit... Damn it. Damn it. Well, that didn't go well. Let's try this again, shall we? Wait, oh, she appeared on that side now? Okay. Wow, I'm disappointed in that. Thank you. Uh-oh. Normally these octolings get picked off in one shot by the Inkzuka, but this one is, it doesn't even want to attack me, it's just going away from me. Thank you. Hey Walsk, don't know. Wait, is the gameplay audio still not there? Have we done a mute stream the entire time? Crazy. Oh, I see. Well, it's a good thing that you mentioned that because we've got the final boss coming up soon, which has a banger soundtrack. So it might be worth playing a certain song once we get to a certain point. Okay, so with this we just go forward. Okay, so I just had to detour a bit and collect a key. Oh, barrier please. Okay, once again, we're going to go around to the left. Okay, and we are done. Yeah, so my stream audio for some reason isn't cooperating. I mean, oops, wrong button. There we go. Whoa, would it be at all possible, thank you, would it be at all possible for you to go to my channel and just see if I'm actually having audio issues on my end? Because I was about to look into that myself. What is she doing? Thank you.
So would you say that you have a preference between the first and second game for Splatoon?
Definitely the first. The first is faster, and that's enough for me. But no, the Splatoon 2 just pads itself out too much. The gun that you start with is slower. You know, it has a slower fire rate. The audio is fine on my stream? Okay, cool. Yeah, so the gun you start with is very slow. Oh, thank you for pushing me back. Please stop this. Okay. And so because of that slow gun, it slows down the entire game. And it takes a lot more to upgrade your weapons as well. So slower gun, slower upgrades, longer stages, just means that the run goes like twice as long as what it should. And that's for any percent. For 100%, it goes even longer. No, not that way. Okay. So this stage is a bit hectic. Normally I can try and do fast strat there, but decided to wait and just jump through the grate there. Okay, so the reason this stage is hectic is because there's a lot of narrow platforms, and all of the enemies like to push you back. Please. Alright, I'm in trouble. Okay. This ain't going anywhere. That grenade was just to distract the AI so that I could collect this and kill them all. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So thankfully this hectic stage is nearly over. Just gonna get through here, jump over this one, jump onto this one, quickly ink my surface. Beautiful. Jump over the scroll. Okay, the enemy in the middle. Okay. You didn't have to do that, friends. Come on. Awesome. Okay, I'll try and land this. Stick the landing. Nice. It's fun doing that blind because I almost never expect it to actually work. Okay, here we go. Good. I want a good cycle here. No shenanigans, please. Oh. There were nearly shenanigans. I was worried. There we go. Can I hit him? I can. Oh, there goes my shield. Okay, have a good one, Goldazoa. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, so we have one more stage and then the final boss. So I'm going to quick jump back to stage 27, and then from here all I do is shoot and hold up. And it did nothing that it should have. It should have completely made that sponge appear, but bullet RNG, I guess. So we'll shoot the fan. Shoot this fan, please. Yep. Cool. Oh, thank you, dude. Hope to see you around sometime. Alright, so we have to wait for this dude. We have an enemy that's just in here that has a key. So I'll take that, thank you. And now we can get out of here. Hello, Bob Mark. How's it going, dude? Now, for safety's sake, I'm going to go over here and collect the shield and also dispose of that enemy. Main reason for it is that if I fell down just then, I probably would have taken a hit and died. Alright, so you guys can't see what I can see, but the coast is clear to the left, and then to the right, where the key is. So I'm going to go this way. There's a dude coming up behind me. I'm hoping he's going to turn away. Nope. So we're going to have to damage boost. Bang! Okay, we're free. There's a dude that's just turned left up behind me, but we don't have to worry about him. Beautiful. Now what I have to do here is kill the sniper. Thankfully, he came straight to me. So that was trivial. Usually what you have to do is you have to make your way to the sniper. Oops. You have to make your way to the sniper without him really seeing you so that you don't get shot. But he decided to cooperate and just act stupid. Good. Alright, so we are up to the final stage now. Good. So we're going to be doing the DJ Octavio fight. I don't know what music you have, but there are two parts to this song. So I don't know if you want to play like the first part when I enter the stage, and then the second part, you know, mention it. But yeah. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna catch my breath for a second. What's the pace looking like? Well, we had tech issues at the start, so I lost 4 minutes for trying to fix them. And I'm 8 minutes behind at the moment, so I guess we're looking to be about 4 or 5 minutes behind. Why don't I read chat on my main channel? Did you read the stream title? Okay, so this is our big boss, DJ Octavio. He is menacing. Just look at him, he's so angry. Okay. So this boss is super predictable. It's the same stuff every time. Basically, he'll fire some frontal projectiles, and then he'll shoot his hand out. And then every time I shoot his hand back, he gets knocked back further, and that's how we progress in the fight.
By the way, we do have your music going, so just let us know when you want us to switch to part 2.
Cool, thanks. Okay, so he's been knocked back. So now he's going to be doing his special attack, and this is how we end each phase, is by shooting the disco pineapple. So, to do that, and then we'll aim back down at these things, refuel, or reload, shoot it again. And if you look really closely at it, it's wearing Kanye glasses. You know, just for that extra hip-hop touch. Alright, so now we can just camp here for a bit while he moseys on over to his next phase. So I'm going to be acting a little quick here. I'm going to go over to this propeller and shoot my way across before he does that attack, which is called the Killer Whale. And then we're going to shoot this hand, shoot the left hand. Okay, apparently not. I'm going to have to wait here another phase now, another cycle. Okay. How unfortunate. Gonna wait up here until he shoots his big gun. There it is. Okay. And now he's going to be mixing things up. And he's going to be doing his big killer whale shot throughout the disco pineapples. Okay. So now we are up to phase 3. Just gonna wait here and play it safe. I missed both of those, wow. Let's advance. Alright. So I'm actually just taking this, okay, I'm stuck. I'm just taking this phase rather safe. Just to make sure that I'm actually landing my shots. Alright, now, him shooting these red things is going to make the next phase very difficult. So, while this part is very easy and I'll have to stand here, the next part will be very difficult. Hello, Amethyst, how are you? Okay. Okay. Don't die. Okay, we didn't die. That's beautiful. Can I make it here before I die again? Okay, awesome. Wow. Okay. This is all part of the setup. Alright, so let's see if we got a good pattern or not. Let's see. We got a good pattern. Fantastic. So the reason this is good is because now I can just take my time shooting this thing. Easy. Alright, if you would like to switch to the second phase song, that is starting up right now, and if we can get some dittos and some sour please, and any sort of dance emotes you want, let's finish this off. Okay. So we're going to go through here, collect this shield, keep on going. Oh, okay. And thankfully, well not thankfully, unfortunately, we got kind of hecked by RNG there. I don't want to say knockback, that was just unfortunate. The knockback of one projectile pushed me toward the barrier, and then the barrier pushed me off. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh no, that was bad. Alright, so this is gonna be a bit sketchy, just letting you guys know. Let's see here.
We believe in you. Clutch it out.
Oh my god, that really put me off. You shouldn't have done that. Oh crap. Okay, well, now it's even sketchier. Let's go. Okay. Oh. Okay, we got it. It's fine. When you said that, it like made my whole body shake because it was just a sound out of nowhere. Okay, that is time.
Hey, and even with all the weird delays in the beginning, you're still 15 minutes off estimate.
Yeah. Good.
Congratulations for the good run.
Thank you. Thank you. Technically it was 10 because, you know, we paused the timer and all of that stuff, but yeah, let's just say it was. That means I was on target. And that's what we like, yeah. Anyway, that was Splatoon 80%. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know. I don't know what to do now. I'm not the host.
Do you want it? Do you have anything you want to say to the people watching before you go?
Shout outs to the people that I know and to the people that I don't know. If you'd like to know me, be sure to drop a follow. But that's about it. You're all lovely people. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
Okay. See you all next time, everybody.